U-boat special cocktail. Nighties.
Here we are at part 4 of our blockade, the first scenario. And I know I said in the other video that it was part 2. Sorry about that. I forgot we had an intro. We had the first actual playing, the second and the third. Now this will make the fourth, and this is really kind of the denouement, as the British are romped us pretty good and they got us on the run, and the question is, are we going to escape? Really, that is the end of the story. Where we last let off, they changed initiative to us, which means we have to roll for the weather, and it stays good. It only changes on a 6 when it's good, 5 or 6 when it's bad. These should be back because we did get the initiative, and so it is to us. Now, frankly, we're just in straight running mode. Up here, we have this one with a contact marker. That is, of course, the scariest one. The good news is it's a medium, so I don't have to invoke Intel Limit to get a nice 3 trajectories taken off of it. The other one, I have to remind, that actually is a damaged, the Lutzlow, and that makes it slow. I got a comment that they thought I didn't remove enough trajectories, and if the ship wasn't damaged, that would be true, but no, it's slow. Okay, so 3 off here. 1, 2, 3. That's my pass. I wish I had some all passes. I burned them all up earlier. All right. Passes to the British. Check the weather. Stays good. What will the British do? And we'll just show this one again. 2 convoys have completed, so we're all the way into this 2 column here. A 2 into the on this column is our big old fan the airstrike. Well, I thought, oh no, there's nowhere to airstrike, but we have this weird one from the refueling check. It's a weird rule, and how's that an airbase anyway? But I'll ask around about that maybe. And we are in range, so it looks like the target shall be over there. We'll launch from there. We will strike it here. This looks like a straight roll. Let me check my player aid. I always keep with the player aids. Airstrike. Good weather only, correct. Attack. Source. Yes, we have a source. Strikes 2 hexes away. No intel marker, so we do not get a chance at interrupting. So this is going to be a roll with A. And as you can see, let me bring that in a little closer. Closer. That's 2 hexes away, giving us a +1 to the British die roll on 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 column of the airstrike. Oh my gosh, man. A 10. Making that 11. Contact and a hit. Let's show you here. Four column, 11. Contact and a straight up hit. Has nothing to do with speed. All right, back here. Well, I can show you down here. We're damaged, but it's only 1 hit. And we're 1 hit away from being sunk. Let me expand back out. There we go. My stand is getting a little loose here. Let me see if I can adjust that. Sorry about that. Well, now, did that cause contact too? Yes, it did. Let me make sure I get that. Escape may prove difficult as this ship limps. Oh, well, and I got a trouble. I got to stick around because I have to rendezvous because I can't complete anywhere else. Let me see something here. One rule I need to, for this scenario, is once that 2 convoys have completed, fuel limits are in for the Germans. And the only actions the Germans can do is completion, pass, and trajectory. Not that that has mattered, because that's all we've been doing to try to get away. So, I assume we can still do the RV action. Hang on. So, we just did our airstrike here. There was no designated TF task force, so there won't be any time lapse for anyone. Now we're at the point where we must vie for the initiative. And of course, the British take it. They have the initiative, and what will they do? I get the funny feeling that's an airstrike again. I can't remember my chart. I almost got it memorized now. Oh, brother. Okay, well, it's basically a repeat of the last action they did. And I'm going to go for the tail end of my task force, limping along. It's going to be +1. It's going to be on the 4 column. We can really do with a low roll here. I think it's going to sink it. I think it is. 7, 8 is contact and a hit on a slow one. She's gone. Another one down. Oh, well, the RV would technically still be there, but I don't think anyone's going to... Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. That might even not be the right place, but it doesn't matter at this point. The way things are going. Okay, well, no time lapse again. We vie for initiative. I have +1 to the die this time, which means nothing, and so there. Five. Convoy. Remove damaged British ships. Hang on, let me... That's the convoy result, and we do have a convoy here, and we will roll D6 to see what the convoy actually does for treat as a completion action. It can't. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is very slow, so it is going to do this. It time lapses, and now it is ready to complete. I wonder if it can escape before it completes. That would be a lot to ask for, given our situation. Okay, once again, they pass. Oh, well, they pass, so we get the initiative. Yay, us. And our only options are completion, pass, and trajectory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not there yet. We will be after this pass. Oh, we didn't roll for weather for the British. Oh, no. It just changed hands. And then I was supposed to roll for weather. It would have changed. Oh, okay, hang on. Rewind. It was 7 trajectories. I think that was it. I could have been this way. I can't quite remember. I'd have to go back. Well, let's see what we have to roll a dice. The weather is bad now. It's same, yeah. Okay. But do remember this. I think trick I'm going to use whenever the weather goes bad and I got task forces, I'm just going to like stick the inactive player and put dice next to his task force. That way they know to roll for rather than just for time lapse. Okay, so we passed to the British. We time lapsed, and now it's their turn, and we're going to roll for their weather. And it does change back to good. Oh, gee, thanks. Don't like the weather? Wait 10 minutes. All right, what will the British do? 2 is an airstrike. That's not possible now. Thank goodness. And so, I brought the camera down to remind you of this. We have this down here. Now, here's where we might have to do a judgment call again. Technically, this is the one that's going to chase, because it's the one with, we know, have cruisers in it, and that's what it's asked for first. If that wasn't the case, we'd do unidentified, which is this one. And here's where the conundrum is. This is a fast fleet, so it can zip over here. But this is a close fleet, even though it's going very slow because it is unidentified. No matter what's inside this task force, even if it had fast stuff in it, it has to go very slow when it's unidentified. Oh boy. Well, what do you think? So that would end up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10. See, this is where I think I need to override, because that's just going to be a really long trajectory. I think the British would want to, well, let me think. So I'm going to make kind of a role-playing decision. These guys were pretty much assigned as a blockading. That was their kind of their mission. I'm going to kind of say that's what they're going to go back to, although it won't play out. Instead, we will use this guy to go see if they can't chase him down in the final bit here. Sounds reasonable to me. So, trajectory time. Up there, so I don't lose it. Go get him. All right, go up to here. Just make it a nice line, make it look like the yarn. And there we are. Trajectory. Clearly, we would do a naval search at this point. And it'll be a straight, no modifier 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. 11, straight roll. $11 on the 11 column, which is contact and shadowing. And what shadowing means: remove all but 3 of the target's trajectory segments. The active player removes the segments, but the segment in the target space may not be removed. The trajectory has only 3 or fewer. That doesn't happen. So, whoomp. That all goes away. He's still a trajectory, of course, because we haven't removed the final one. And now with a naval search, time lapse for them. It's very slow in good weather, so 2 off. And now there is a seize initiative chance for me. Eight, I'm 1 short. Tell you what. All right. So, British again. We roll for their action. 5. It's going to be a convoy action, and they would attempt to complete. completion. I see no issues there. We get a chance to seize the initiative again with a +1 this time. Yeah, finally. We're going to seize the initiative. Completion fails. The designated TF does perform time lapse, however, according to the player aid. Very slow. So. And now it is our initiative, and we check the weather. Weather is good. And our only option is that. Oops, sorry. Wrong guy. There we are. The bad news. The good news is we can attempt to complete. And that is what we're going to do. No intel markers. There's a contact. The contact actually doesn't hurt us in this case on our turn. Not that I see. If anyone disagrees, I don't think the contact does anything unless it only applies to him, like doing stuff to us. It's not a burden on us otherwise. They get to attempt to seize the initiative on a 9 or better. Well, boxcars on that. Okay, so we fail to complete. We do get to perform time lapse. We'll get rid of that, and we will get rid of this. Like so. They have seized the initiative, and therefore we will check for their weather. Weather stays good, and now for their action. Up here, right? Yeah. That is a 3. That would be an airstrike, which we cannot do. That will put him back into chasing down my guy, which he will do, but he will earn an intel marker for jumping into my station hex. Like so. Which, now that he tries... Oh, he would not try that. He would try to engage. He will try and engage because I am a station. There's new activity there. Okay. I get a chance to interrupt. A 3 on the... Oh, brother. That isn't anything. -0. Well, just la-dee-da on that. Okay. So, now it's time for them to engage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 6 on the engage table. Or a 6 column. No modifiers. Just straight roll. 5. Okay. They miss. They miss. They miss. They miss. They will do time lapse. Very slow time lapse. And now I get to vie for the initiative. Nope. 2 dice. Tie ball game, and I did not have a modifier because of the changed thing, so he gets to go again. Three. Is that the same thing? It sure is. Here again, he's going to roll on a lower table, but we still get the... Because he has an intel marker, we do get a chance to interrupt. And we could do with a good roll here. Okay, I lost that to vie for initiative. Does vie for initiative? Yeah, it goes up, doesn't it? Hang on. Yes. Let me check something here. Anyway, we need to interrupt. And here's where we could use a good roll. As opposed to Snake Eye. Okay. Well, the torture continues. The interrupt amounts to Jack Squat. And now they are 4 rolling on the engage on the 1 to 4 column. No modifiers. But, oh brother. That is an 8. An 8 amounts to a skirmish. Okay, let's set. Wait a minute. Whoa. Hang on. Let me check. Oh, here's an interesting. This is interesting. Skirmish, same as contact, but the active TF is, if the active TF is faster than the target, the active player may initiate a limited battle. Now the question is it fast now or is it very slow now? Let me take a look. Yeah, looking at the rules, it looks like the limited battle does take place. A one battle. It will require identifying. So, let's take a look at our table. I think I'm reading that rule correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm interpreting correctly. It's on page, what is that? Like general principles of solo play. Yeah, it's the first page. It talks about that. Anyway, here's our little identify thing. We're going to roll 1D. 5. Cruiser and a light cruiser. All right, let's move this camera to the battle board. Here we go. That'll be, the Grafspee will be far. And now we got to identify this light cruiser. The Hermione, whatever you call it. And the cruiser will be the Birmingham. Okay. Well, I think, and there's no surprise or anything like that. And since it's a regular battle, I can set up some smoke, which will obscure my shooting, but it'll also obscure theirs. And since we were trying to escape, we're going to do it. Okay, let's get to the battle phase. First part, gunnery. I'll shoot first, even though it is simultaneous firing. The targets are fast, so we don't get a modifier for that. We do get -1 for the smoke. Our attacker gun value at extreme range is 1, so we're going to have a 0 modifier to our shot. See how this goes. Got to take the 2 low. That's no good. 6 is going to be a miss. Splash. Okay, so 2 shots from extreme range from these 2 British battleships. The target is medium, so we don't get any value for that. Their extreme range is 0, so they're actually on a 0 modifier as well. 2 shots, let's see. Oh, -1 for the smoke. Is there anything that takes away from it? No. -1 for the smoke. That's a 4. That's going to be a splash. And another one. 6. That's going to be a 5. That's all going to be a splash. Now there's a whole torpedo session and maneuver session here. It doesn't matter because this is a 1-round battle. So you shoot and you leave. Now after battle, we have what's known as mutual contact. Mutual, let me get the official word of that. Mutual contact, yes, that's correct. Which means he's a station with contact. He also has an intel marker, by the way. And I have contact. I'd have to look up a clarification on that because he was a trajectory. Do I have to be in the same square with him? I kind of think I do, but maybe not. But I'm going to play it as though it is. And besides, that's something you'd probably want to do anyway, but I'm going to double check that later. Since he's got the upper hand here. And now, it's time to vie for the initiative. Now I have, let me check my little sheety here. Time lapse would not apply. Engage. And then after this battle, we will vie for the initiative. I get +1. I just managed to tie him. Boy, cannot get away. Oh, so we keep going. Okay, what do the British do? The British do X. X is a decisive action. And that is to bring to battle again. All right, well, we're not getting away, it appears. Okay, well, we both have contact markers. We're on the 0 table. We are medium to fast, so we get +2 to the British on their engage roll. No evasive maneuvers, no coordination, nothing like that. That's it. Here we go. +2. 5, 6, 7. Wow, that's interesting. You haven't seen this one before. Yeah, that's good. That's cool. Closing in. If active TF is faster than target, treat this as a battle. Okay, fair enough. Otherwise, it would be contact. Okay, battle again. Now, this time, this is good weather. So this is potentially a 3-round battle. So we're back, and the craft spray is clinging for life. You know what? I'm tired of being kicked around all over this place, so the captain says, that's it. We're making our final stand here. Whatever happens, happens. Let's take some shots at this. Let's see how this craft spray pocket battleship stacks up against a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser. Let's get it on and get this get this done. Tired of being just thumped around. So, no smoke. The gunnery time. Battle round 1. 3 rounds. See how we do. I am going to fire at, well, let's think about this. -1 there, -1 there. That's 1 and 1. Oh, they're both lovely to shoot at. Let's try that cruiser. Los! No modifiers. Oh, wait a minute, no. Attacker's gun value. Oh, I have not surrendered that. So it is actually +1. +1 there. Oh, yeah. 8. I think I got a shot at him. That would modify to a 9. And that'll do it. That'll put a hit on him. Here, let's... remember, he still gets to shoot. We'll do that. And now... they shoot back. Okay, they don't get anything. Neither one of them get nothing. Straight roll. Oh. Wouldn't you know? Okay, 11 or more. That's 2 hits. Oh, come on. Okay, well, I guess it does count because blam damage. Does it? I guess the hit counts. Like so. And the other ship. Okay, that one's gonna miss. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe. Okay, so this one we actually put a dent on. That goes damaged. Okay, I am now slow. Okay, now it is torpedo. There's nobody in torpedo range. It's maneuver range. We go by slow. We go by the slowest first to the fastest. What do we think here? This guy would just try to break away or something. And you can't torpedo now that he's damaged. All right, I say he would hang back. And you know what? Up yours, man. We're coming. And I say this guy moves in. I'm going to break away. Let me see if they dictate any rules about that. Well, actually, according to the rules, if the imaginary British player is British, he will attempt to break away if it has a convoy or a damaged ship. So they're going to try to break away. Is what they're going to do. And then we move to the breakaway phase. And here's our little breakaway chart. Enemy ship is in near or close range. -1 to the dice. Okay. Enemy ship is faster. No, it's not. So -1, your ship is in the far zone and no other zone. Your ships are in the far zone. So you do actually get a +2. That would be a +1 to the British. And they must roll a 9. They roll an 11. They're out. I can't believe these die rolls. I just can't believe it. Okay. So, my wonky ship, super damaged ship, is there. And you go back to the thing. And they initiated the battle, of course. So we'll go back to our head. Let me fix my camera. So after the battle, engage action, time lapse, that won't count for anything. They're going to vie for initiative. I actually have +2 on the die now. All right, well, we get the initiative. Isn't that nice? Okay. We check for the weather. Weather's good. And the only thing I got is to complete. The British will attempt to seize the initiative. Oh, they just missed. I thought they were going to get it and then just sink my butt. Oh my gosh. They didn't get it. Okay. So we do complete. All right. We are off the board. We are limping to South America apparently. Well, that actually ends the scenario. And how dare I even look at this score? This is going to be outrageous. Destroyed British convoys, none. So that's -1 to us. Each completed British convoy, I think they completed only 2. They almost completed 3, but it was almost 2. Each completed, so that's -4, so we're at -5. Each German ship sunk. That was 2 of them, so that would be minus 10. So we're at minus. Here, I even have to use the VP marker. So there we go, we're minus 15. And the grass spray was damaged, so that's actually another 3. 1, 2, 3. 1 or more German TFs completed in South America. That does give us 3 points. There we go. 1, 2, 3. We're back to negative 15. Each BC CACL suffered. We did damage 1. We did damage 1. So that would put us at a whopping negative 14, which doesn't even register on the outcome. The debriefing table. Okay, here it is. Failure. Gross Admiral Raeder is relieved of command. Well, there you have it. Quite an adventure for the Germans there. I just couldn't get anything going. And just bad roll after bad roll. I still had fun. It's fun watching all these ships go around and things like that, and imagining what's happening and things like that. But that is it. Now what? I'm really in the groove in playing this game, and I wonder if I should pull out another scenario. But I've also got bayonets and tomahawks on the board, on the docket here. I want to try to get a shot at that. I've done the tutorials for this and a scenario. I wonder if I should kind of take a break on a new game, maybe come back to this. I'm not sure. I'm open to suggestions. Let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.